Yeah, I know it's been a little while, but I gotta let them know. Yeah, gotta let them know. If you ever been down, opportunity to grow. Yeah, opportunity to grow. I know you having trouble understanding it. If you trust in God, He got His hands in it. I promise He'll protect you like it's lamb in it. He don't get the glory if the man did it. You gotta stand with Him. I know. Yeah. Life gets hard and it feels like there's no way out. Yeah. I promise if you just keep going, it'll all work out. Yeah. Cause that's my God. He won't let you go by fire. All you need to know right now, He gon' pick you up, give you love right now. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
All I want isn't all I need. Give me God, because
Everything I am, I'm trading. Got my life in your hands, all my plans, cause I'm trading. What's good for me, cause you're good for
I know
me.
it's been a while, but I gotta tell the truth. Throwing away my old ways, something that I gotta do. I gotta get the power from the source. That's the only way to stay the course. Only putting trust up in the Lord. I know He's got His hands in it for sure. I know that He's a cure. In every situation you give me peace. Don't gotta be afraid cause you're in the lead. I know, I know, I know that I'll never be the same cause you set me free, yeah. That's my God, He won't let you go by far. All you need to know right now, He gon' pick you up, give you love right now, yeah. All I want isn't all I need. Give me God, because
Everything I am, I'm trading. Got my life in your hands, all my plans, cause I'm trading. What's good for me, cause you're good for me. Everything I am, I'm trading. Got my life in your hands, all my plans, cause I'm trading. What's good for me, cause you're good for me. Everything I am, I'm trading.
God started revealing this revelation. I had to upgrade the title. It's gonna be trading faith. It's gonna take you trading where you put your faith. And what we have to do, which is a very scary thing for people, is take our trust out of what's gotten us here and now trade it for the presence of what God wants to do in our life. Trading faith is changing the faith that got you here for the faith that will take you there. Where's there? Your prophetic promise. Where is there? You walking in purpose. When my anger's about to go crazy, I don't run to a bottle. That's what I used to trust. That's what got me here. I don't run to money and being a workaholic. That's what I used to trust. That's where I used to put my faith. I don't even run to my husband or wife because they are not the source. They are just a resource. I am trading where I used to go, and I'm putting it in the one who can actually heal me.
Everything I am, I'm trading.
nothing I wouldn't do for the one who made me. I know there's no one else but you. You can't lead and I will
want that.
I need that.
Need it.
I need real ones to stay around. Now who shut me down? Ones who's lost and now they found. Yes, I need that good discernment. Not round with the serpent. Ones who listen for the sermon, yeah. I need a love like this. I need a love like this. Someone who's patient, not who's impatient. And they've been waiting on what you should do. I know that this ain't who you used to be. And I know that this isn't what you need from me. Oh, I want that real love. Yeah, I want that real love. Not that turn back your ear stuff. Lord, what can I do? I get this from you, oh Lord. I want that real love. I heard it enough, but I think I got it now. Can't stay in my feelings, cause they always go in and out. And there's a shame whenever I fight it. I don't even mean it, I get caught up, but I like it. I've been trying to stay awake, saying that you're patient, but you hate to wait. But love is an action, not a feeling thing. I don't want just something that'll fade away. Oh, I want that real love. Yeah, I want that real love. Not that turn back your ear stuff. Lord, what can I do? I get this from you, oh Lord. I want that real love. Yeah, I want that real love. Not that turn back your ear stuff. Lord, what can I do? I get this from you, oh Lord. I want that real love. That real love. I want that, I need just that real love.
That real love.
Oh.
That real love.
Oh, I want that real love. Yeah, I want that real love. Not that turn back your ear stuff. Lord, what can I do? I get this from you, oh Lord. I want that real love. Yeah, I want that real love. Not that turn back your ear stuff. Lord, what can I do? I get this from you, oh Lord. I want that real love.
You'll be asking yourself, who am I? What am I trying to accomplish in this life? Yeah, we all need some guidance from time to time, but it comes so much quicker when you know Christ. I'm not making a past story. I won't tell you no lies. Mercy isn't mandatory. God can open your eyes, make you feel a love you never felt before. If you're feeling empty or you want no more, yeah. Identity, find your identity, and you'll find His love is so heavenly. Never felt nothing like all the things that I've tried. God is the only truth, my faith. Oh yeah, my identity's in Him. My identity's in Him, only Him, yeah. My identity's in Him. My identity's in Him, only Him, yeah. You'll be the vine, you'll be the branches, giving us life in million chances. A million chances we don't deserve. So in return for, I'm gonna live by the word for Him. I'm not making a past story. I won't tell you no lies. Mercy isn't mandatory. God can open your eyes, make you feel a love you never felt before. Time, let it come so much quicker. You know Christ. I'm not making up a story. I won't tell you no lies. Mercy isn't mandatory. God can open your eyes, make you feel a love you never felt before. If you're feeling empty, oh, you won't no more. Yeah, identity, find your identity, and you'll find His love is so heavenly. Never felt nothing like all the things that I've tried. God is the only truth, my faith. Oh yeah, my identity is in Him. My identity is in Him, only Him. Yeah. My identity is in Him. My identity is in Him, only Him. Yeah. We'll be the vine, we'll be the branches, giving us life in million chances. A million chances we don't deserve. So in return for, I'm gonna live by the word for Him. I'm not making up a story. I won't tell you no lies. Mercy isn't mandatory. God can open your eyes, make you feel a love you never felt before. If you're feeling empty, oh, you won't no more. Yeah, identity, find your identity, and you'll find His love is so heavenly. Never felt nothing like all the things that I've tried. God is the only truth, my faith. Oh yeah, my identity is in Him. My identity is in Him, only Him. Yeah. My identity is in Him. My identity is in Him, only Him. Yeah. My identity is in Him. My identity is in Him, only Him. Yeah. My identity is in Him. My identity is in Him, only Him. Yeah. Identity, find your identity, and you'll find His love is so heavenly. Yeah. Inspire me, yeah, you inspired me. I was searching for something like you my whole life. It blinded me, the world blinded me. When you gave me my heart, that was when I realized you and your word and Holy Spirit to guide me. I wanna be like the trees, they sway from side to side. Worship be the one who planted the seed. Yeah, 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 I wanna work as hard as I can for your heart. Like David did, I wanna be close to you, not far. I said
Well, great evening, leading ladies of virtue and girls of royalty. It is such an honor and a privilege that you are tuning in. You are here with us. We are very excited. I am mostly excited to have my spiritual daughter, Angela Hook, along with me. We've been waiting for this day. We are just excited. What about you? Are you excited? Get your mic.
I'm so excited to be here. Thank you for inviting me.
I'm so honored, sweetheart. I'll tell you, I've been knowing this young lady, and I say young lady for a very, very, very long time, and I just love for what I see of her confidence, her strength, her joy, her persistent in that. And you know what? That has always been my goal with any woman that I come in contact with, that I'm able to be able to present something to them and they can run with it and know that they can own that. And that's what I see in you, sweetheart. So thank you for being a part. Listen, you have this opportunity on tonight to call someone and let them know that we are here at the Love Corner. Yes, this is the Love Corner, and I love that because you can find so much joy, so much peace. I mean, you can find everything that you need in the corner of love. And so that's why we're in this place. We're in this place because we are full of joy, we are full of love, and we're just going to be here to share some things with you ladies. And we want to hear from you also. We want you to comment. We want you to ask questions because we are here for you. I thank God for our pastor, Pastor Larry Trice Jr., for allowing us to be able to do this at the Tabernacle of David, to be able to reach out globally to every woman of every age. And that's what I really, really love about it. So listen, take this time out and make a text or make a call and say, listen, we're on the Love Corner. Where are you? Are you in your car? That's fine. Are you at the job getting off of work? That's fine. Wherever you are, tell them to tune in right now at the Love Corner because we have so much love that we want to give out today and we don't want them to miss out. So go ahead and text someone on that. And while you're doing that, I'm going to just ask Angela because she has a ministry called Heart to Heart. And I love that. Heart to heart. That, I mean, you can't get no better love than that when you say heart to heart, sweetheart. So I just want her to give us some information and just share with us about the heart to heart ministry that she have. And I know it's powerful. When you have a leader like this, it can't be no other but powerful. So I want her to go ahead and talk about that, share some things with us, let us be able to ask questions, comments, or whatever it needs to be.
All right. I'm just so extremely excited to be here again. Thank you for inviting me. It's such a pleasure to be here. But the heart-to-heart ministry really is to be able to reach out to women globally. I feel like women deal with a lot of issues that may impact their heart. And so it could be fear, it could be insecurity, it could be grief. It's so many issues that women deal with that we wanted to provide a safe place where they can come, and it's not centrally located in the church, but it's online. Wow. So therefore, they can come in and just share their heart. And the unique thing about Heart to Heart is they do not have to come every week. Sometimes they can come in and they can share and they can get what they need and decide, you know what, I'm healed. I don't have to come back. But that's why it's so unique, because sometimes people feel like, well, I got to come every week. Well, no, this is open to every woman that wants to come in. You may find somebody that may lose a spouse and say, you know what, I'm grieving. I just need a safe place where I can come so I can share my pain. And also I can be able to talk with other women that may have experienced grief in their lives. And so it's really important that they come in and they get that healing. And they don't have to worry about people sharing what they share in this small, intimate group. They could just come and share. It's a safe place. We will love on them. I really like what you talk about, the Love Corner, because that's what this ministry really is all about. It's just to love on women that may have felt that they would have been beaten down, or may have felt like they haven't been accepted where, on their job, in the community. And so we give them that safe place that they can come and just be themselves.
Wow, that is wonderful, Angela. I really liked what you said about the heart. Because if the heart is weakened, if the heart is saddened, it causes us as women, and we know women, how women is, it causes women to go up against each other. And sometimes it's so important that we do come together as women, because a lot of times that we are dealing with the exact same thing as that other woman is dealing with. We're just not saying it.
Right.
We're acting it out, but we're not saying it. So explain and talk about that bitter heart, that hurt heart. What does that do to one? And we're talking about women because it's a women thing. It's a love corner for women. So talk about that for a minute, sweetheart.
Well, I think when we talk about the heart, and I just want to give an illustration, a natural illustration, because I think sometimes that helps with when we talk about how your heart can be impacted by issues that can cause that bitterness. So I think about when a person may have to have a heart transplant. And so in that, when they have to have a heart transplant, it's a really serious surgery. You know, you have to really prepare yourself for this heart transplant. You sometimes people have to have stents put into their heart, or it could be something that is causing their heart where they can't breathe in the way that they need to. And so it plugged it up. It's like that heart is plugged up. Well, that's the same thing in the natural. When you got bitterness, when you got jealousy and insecurity in your heart, you cannot really move forward in the way that you need to, because something keeps you stuck. Something keeps you from not being able to effectively move forward. And so that's why we say matters of the heart. What is it that affect your heart that keeps you from not being able to love in the way that you need to, not being able to forgive in the way that you need to, because you have something that's plugged up there. And sometimes you just need to confess it and get it out.
That was the Bible said, confess your fault to one another that you may be healed.
Yes.
You know, and a lot of times as women, well, you were looking at each other as though, you know, or they ought to know, or why don't they know, or whatever not. But you don't know what that other woman is going through. You don't know where her heart is. And so that is important. How do you feel that in this ministry, or what have you saw where it has affect a woman positively?
Well, I think that we had one woman come in, and she was really struggling, and she was able to share openly in regards to her struggles. And I think here at the Tabernacle of David, I just say that this is a bridge. Heart to heart is like a bridge. Yeah. When women come in, because I feel like that we're all one body. Yeah. But as they come to the love corner, and the love corner begin to recognize you may need to go to heart so you can be set free in those areas, then they are actually able to refer them to heart. Right. And we not only just deal with their heart, we also deal with the natural. We provide resources and referrals. And we also have a 10-week celebration where the women come in and we celebrate them at the end, because we know that that's so important for them to take time away from their families, to take time away from their jobs, or whatever they may be doing, to be able to come in and say, I'm going to be a part of this ministry. Wow. And then we also teach them how to serve after they go through a certain period. Okay, now you got to give back. Okay. It's just like when I went through the hardness of my heart, and I was just so absolutely miserable. And then when I started to get healed, I felt like it was my obligation to give back to another woman. So good. Because sometimes we get healed and we hold it on to ourselves. That's right. And so I feel like if you get healed, you have an opportunity, or obligation, I should say, to give that back to another woman.
Wow, and that's how you stay set free, and that's how you stay healed. And we have to understand, before we get to this point at this womanhood, we are girls. We are little girls.
Yes.
And so this doesn't just fall for us as women. We have to trigger into the young generations that when they're growing up as being 4, 5, 6, and 7, and 8, and 9, 10 years old on to a teenager, that this stuff that they have pondered in their hearts, that when they become a lady or a woman, now they're feeling some certain type of way towards themselves.
Yes.
And then they begin to feel some kind of way towards someone else. So this is important that we gravitate to these young girls.
Yes.
And let them know there's something there. Maybe you don't want to talk about it, but we have avenues and we have places to where they can go, where they can talk about it freely.
Yes.
And then we have to be in a place to be able to listen.
Yes.
and not to judge. We have to be in a place to be able to accept them.
Yes.
Because surely there's some things that they're going to say, it's going to probably blow our minds.
Yes.
But we have to remember that we were little girls at one time.
Yes, exactly.
And now we're woman. Where did all of this come from? This didn't just happen just because I became a woman. This stuff stirred out when I was a little girl and I grew up and no one ever talked to me about it or no one ever pointed it out to me. But this is a time now that we can teach, as you see, the girls of royalty, those that are 17 and under.
Yes.
I thank God for Pastor allowing us to be able to come together.
Yes.
Because they need us just as well as we have to need them. We need them. Listen, I'm not looking to push them aside. I'm pushing them in front of me. I'm asking them questions.
Yes. Yes.
And just because I'm older and more, maybe I should know, I don't put myself out there and say, oh, I got that. Oh, I know that. They got to know that they are loved. They got to know that their heart get bashed down.
Yes.
They got to know that, it's okay for you to talk to someone, there's someone there that's going to listen and someone that's going to embrace you and not, there you go, I hear you, carry it. There you go, carry it. I like that. And knowing that it's somebody there that's going to love them out of that situation. And with that heart to heart, I know that is what that entity is there for, ladies and girls, for you to be able to mend and be able to heal and be able to be free and be a woman and be able to carry your own confidently and loving who you are.
Yes.
And not concerned about what everybody else is not loving you about.
Yes.
Because if nobody don't want to be with me, I'm okay. I want to be with me.
Yes, that's it.
And you have to be like that, not to a place to where you're tearing down someone else.
Yes, that's it.
But learning to love yourself and accept yourself and say, I like me.
Yes, that's so good.
I like me. So I love what you're doing with the women. How you said that is no certain time, like every weekly. So how do they do that? Do they just log in at any time, and how do they do that?
Yes, we meet every Monday at 7:30 p.m. and it's on Zoom, and they have the information right there. Okay, good. And so it's just like an open door policy. Oh, wow. If you come in and feel like, you know what, I want to come in for 3 weeks, I got what I need, that's fine, because you may have to come back next year because we don't know what's going to be going on in our lives. That's true. And I want to touch on something that you said that was so powerful when you talked about the girls. I think a lot of times when you say, where does that come from? Many times when people are walking around with bitterness and they don't know who they are, I think a lot of times it starts from in their childhood. They're dealing with a lot of trauma. And if they don't get healed from that trauma, it's almost like you are 50 years old, but you're still acting out like you're 15, because that's where that growth has stopped. And so I think a lot of times when those young girls come in, and I like the fact that how you really are able to make those young girls feel like no matter what's going on in their lives, that they're important, because sometimes they don't hear that from their parents. Sometimes they don't hear that from the people they need to hear it from. And so when they come into a place like Tabernacle of David and they sit up under you and you really pour into them, a lot of those young women need that. They just need someone to say that they care and they love you. Right. And so, so that's why we say it's an open door policy. You can come in. You don't have to be conditioned to say, I got to come, for 10 weeks. No, you come in. If you feel like you got what you need, you don't have to come back.
Right. And that's true, Angela, what you're talking about, within, I'll say, the church. Mm-hmm. Because I don't remember as a child growing up that we had anything like this. Mm-hmm. I knew they had like women things all the time, but now we're at a different age, we're at a different place, and we gotta intentionally have something for these girls.
That's good.
We have to, because they are the church of today and tomorrow, and if we don't plug into them, if we don't have anything for them, then they're going to go their way. I mean, even those that are in the church, they're looking at us,
Yes.
and to believe it or not, they are judging us. And so in that judgment, because they're saying, "Oh, they're so perfect and they're so goody two shoes," we're really not. Especially for those that are not healed in their heart.
Yes.
We still at a place to where we need some healing, that
Yes.
we need some deliverance.
Yes.
And so it doesn't matter what age you are.
It doesn't.
You can be 1 year. I mean, the kids these days, they are so intelligent and smart.
Yes, they
now
are.
you don't have to wait till they 5, 6, 7 years of age to talk to them. You can
right.
talk to them as 1 year old right now,
Yes.
and they will understand it.
Yes.
Okay,
That's
you
so
can talk to them. And my thing about it, if we're not in their faces, and if we're not in their ears, then the world is going to be in their faces, and the world is going to be in their ear. It's going to give them the love. It's not going to be a true love. It's not going to be a real love. It's going to be something temporary, and then when it fades away, that's when they go astray.
Yes. That's
But
so
when
good.
they have true love, the
Yes.
love of God, and they got the real love that they can get this teaching and get the understanding, why am I acting like this? Why am I feeling like this? And you're giving the true word, and you're giving them the true, sensibility. This is something that is real,
Yes.
and it's just all in your mind,
Yes.
because that's what I was told. It's just in your mind. Sometimes, yes, things are in our minds.
Yes, it is.
But sometimes things are so real
Yes.
that you touch yourself. You touching, you can feel yourself. No, I know I'm here. I know I'm here. But that's just how situation and things go on in our lives on today, where we are on today.
That's so
And if
good.
we don't recognize that, sweetheart, we're going to have a generation that's our grandchildren, our children is going to repeat.
Yes.
But we know that we can stop that at the love corner. We know that we can stop that at the heart to heart.
Yes.
And that's what we all are about here. So listen, family, those that are online, listen, put your question there, put your comment there. We want to hear from you. You have something that you want to say, we want to hear it.
Yes.
It's nothing that you can't say that we're not going to say, or we're not going to talk about that. We want to talk about that. We want to visit that. We want to address that because we want to know that you're here. If there's people that's here that come in, we have a mic that's set up for you. You can get the mic. You have a question. You want to ask a question? Ask a question. So we want to hear from you because this is real. The more you love, the more stronger you get.
Yes.
And the more you love yourself, the more you're going to love somebody else. No matter what they looking like, no matter what they're doing, no matter what they're saying, no matter if they're here or if they're not here, you will just love them.
Yes.
And that's a beautiful thing. So that's why, we're here. This is why we're doing this once a month. But in that once a month, you might have something that you want to be able to present to the Love Corner. The Love Corner. In the company of love. Let me say that. There might be something that you want to present. We want to hear that. We want to hear that. You can contact me here at Tabernacle of David at 517-882-6866, extension 223, and leave a message. I will get back to you, as well as heart to heart. There was a number up there that you can call, and you can contact them, and you can leave your information. You can leave whatever it is. You can do that. So I'm just thrilled. I'm just so happy that God allowed us to be able to be in a place of love.
Yes.
And recognize that love is real. God is real. And He can be the only one that give us that real love and be able to present that to others in a way. I was on my way home yesterday, Angela, and I was very tired because I've been tired for a couple of days, and I told my husband that I was going to stay in all yesterday. I ain't going to get out of bed, but of course I did get out of bed. Like my kids said, "Mother, do you ever stay still?" Well, I went out, and I was on my way home, and there was an accident 2 weeks ago on West Saginaw by Cheddar. And if you ride past there, you'll see some balloons and some flowers there in that area. And I've seen it, I've seen it. And when I see things like that, I'm always praying because I don't know who it is. Well, I was on my way home and I was really tired. And I passed that, and it was a young lady sitting there. And I got to the light right there on by I think it's Longhorn. And I turned right instead of going straight. Almost running the light. And I said, ooh, I need to stop before I turn. And I turned around, and I went back. And I came back around, and I parked my car right. I saw the car there. And before I got out, I said, I don't know if they want me here, Lord, or not, but I'm going to pray that it's an open door. If it is, then I'll go. If not, then I'll just say, I'm praying for you and leave it at that. Well, I went over there, and the girl was sitting right down there. She had her head down. And I walked up to her, and she looked up like this. And I put my hands on her. I said, can I pray for you? And she just began to cry. She said, I just prayed, Lord, send me an angel. And my heart went out for her. And I said, do you mind if I sit down? So I sat down with her, and she began to tell me that was her boyfriend. She lost him in a motorcycle accident 2 weeks ago. But not only that, she lost her son. And I said, I don't know you and you don't know me. I just want to pray. And I just prayed for her. My heart was so heavy, I didn't know what to say. But I knew that I had so much love for this woman that I did not know. I said, Lord, I don't know if I'm going to ever see her again. I don't know where she's going to go. But I just want her to feel, no matter what she's feeling like, or no matter what she's going through, that she's loved. To love herself beyond this, because she was in a dark place. And at that point, she said to me, she said, I just want to give up. And I'm saying to you, Jennifer, you can't give up, sweetheart. Because there's other women out there that needs you. You cannot stop believing that God is for you and with you. I know you in a dark place right now, sweetheart. I know that you're feeling lonely. I know you're feeling lost. But know that you know that you know that you know that you are loved. And I pray that God showed that love to you last night when you laid your head down without your fiance and without your son. And that's what it's all about, Angela. Yes. When we get to that place and begin to remove ourselves from the disconnected from you as a woman, because you ain't said nothing to me, or you ain't saying nothing to me, or it's got to stop. That love got to show and shine above that. Let me hear from you, baby.
That is so true. I like when you said that when you were able to reach out to that young lady. And I think when you were talking about that, I thought about when we ask people a lot of times, what's wrong with you? Instead of saying what's wrong with you, what happened to you? Because it's a lot of situations that's going on in people's lives. It's something that has happened to cause them to feel the way that they're feeling. And it could be they lost a loved one. We don't know what people are dealing with. And I think that the one thing that we can do is the love is what draws them. And as they get drawn by love, they are more open to receive the being able to allow their heart to be mended. Because you can't pour into a broken heart if you don't apply love to that heart. And so that's why, to me, it's so important when you talk about the love corner, and then also you have heart to heart, because they mesh together.
Wow, isn't that something?
Absolutely amazing.
That is amazing how that connection is, but that just shows, sweetheart, that, like you said, in this place and outside of this place, there's women who can love beyond, regardless of the situation or whatever not, and to reach out, like you say, not to say, why you doing this or why you acting like that, or find out what the situation is and pray about it.
Right.
That's a lot of things. A lot of times people want, they don't want you to ask a bunch of questions. They don't even want to be asked to come to church.
Right.
But I know that that love that you have for that woman gonna cause her to think about that. That seed that you sowed, that you left there, it may not be you that draw them to the church, but it might be somebody else in there that down the road, that their family member or a friend that's going to a ministry, whatever not. And just because you took your time out and you prayed and you loved on that person, now is begin to something is that seed is beginning to grow, and now they get connected with that someone else that's going to a church or whatever not. It's going to cause them to want to find out what this is about.
Yes.
You know, so that is so important, and I love that because I know for me and for you, sweetheart, we've been in this thing for a long time, and it ain't easy when it comes to women. You know, I ain't gonna sit there and lie. It's not easy because us women know women, and sometimes, you know, you can find out that you can be out at a store, or you can go somewhere, or you can even be in your car and you look over at another woman and she'll look at you and say, and then all of a sudden you look back at her and go the same way like they say, wait, hold up. You don't know where she just went through. Somebody might have just called her out of her name and told her she ain't no good, she'll never be any good, or her kids tell her they don't like her, and now she's in that car and she's just furious and she's mad, and you're the first person that she come in contact, so she's looking at you like, you know, you thinking, now, why you looking at me? You don't know me. I mean, I've done that. I've got on the phone with another woman, and she might be as rude as everything, as all get out. And my first response, like, okay, why are you talking to me like this?
Right.
You don't even know me. Matter of fact, you don't even see me. And it's probably why you're talking like this to me, because you don't see me.
Right.
But then I had to stop and say, wait a minute. I don't know what she's dealing with and going through. Let me continue to show my love and make sure that I'm shining my love on that situation, whatever I'm dealing with. And then when I get off the phone, I can pray with her and not go up against her.
Exactly.
And now you back and forth with some woman that you don't know. She don't know you. You don't know her. And then now she's got another woman in her life. You got another woman in your life. You don't know her. You don't see her. But guess what you're going to do? That next woman that come up to you, to roll up to you, you're going to take it out on her.
Exactly.
And so those are kind of things that we have to look at.
Yeah.
And think about. What is she dealing with? What is she going through? And know that we're going to reach out and we're going to touch. Now, there's some ladies that came in. There's a mic stand right there. We want you to go on there, ask question, ask comment, as well as you online. Ask question, ask comment. I got my iPad in front of me. Do you see anybody on there asking questions, asking comment? Because we're here for each other. And there's some things that we might not be addressing or might not saying, and you might want to know, because I might want to know. And so you have that opportunity to go there. We have Crystal come to the mic. Go ahead, sweetheart. No, per mic. Is the mic on? Yeah, we can hear you. Turn the mic up a little bit.
Okay. I just wanted to say thank you, Lene'a, and thank you, Eldridge Angela. This is so good because, like you said, you don't know what another woman is dealing with. And so just showing that love and that support, if you see somebody out,
Okay.
and they have a certain demeanor or appear a certain way, a woman may be guarding her heart from a certain situation, and like you said, you don't know if she may have just encountered someone, and you may totally misjudge her and think that she's stuck up, or just thinking that she has an attitude, or think that she's frowning down on you, and you don't know what's going through her mind. And I've done that before too. Like, I have stuff on my mind, and then I'm looking a certain kind of way, and my face is displaying something because I'm thinking of something, but it's not what it appears to be.
Right.
And so thank you, because we do have to show that compassion and that love. Right. And then just reaching out in that situation, if it's just an embrace or just you're beautiful, sister, glad to see you. You don't know what difference that may make in a woman that's broken.
You don't know. And how about this, Crystal? And this is what gets me. I love it. And I intentionally do this. Oh, my God. If I'm talking to a woman, when I get done talking to her, I'll tell her. And now the women, I was telling Crystal about it at Walmart's, those greeters, is a couple of women got attuned to me now. They're ready for me now. I'll tell them, I love you. I really love you so much. And I love the response that they give that. You talking to somebody after you tell them to say, listen, not only just say, have a good day. It's easy to say, have a good day.
Yes, it is.
That's so easy. But change that and say, I love you so much. Thank you for the opportunity for me to talk to you today. I love you. Then say, have a good day.
That's good.
Because how many people have not heard that or really felt that from somebody that not to know it? Usually they get it from someone that wants something.
Yeah,
But get it from somebody that you don't know, that you know you might not ever see again.
that's good.
She ain't gonna want nothing,
But she may need something.
but she might need something, and that's it. That's it. Wow.
Yeah, so
Wow.
we have to be more tuned to what's going on and
You
be
have to.
sensitive because you don't know what you're going to encounter and who God's going to put in your path to touch at a particular time. So
That's
thank you
good.
for bringing that to the forefront of my mind. I'll be more conscious of that.
Yeah, I mean, if we all do that, just think that if we all do that, and we start that at home with our own daughters, our nieces, our granddaughters, or whoever, we just tell them, just look at them. I mean, especially maybe they mess up and they doing something, just say, oh my God, do you know how much I love you? You are such a joy to me. And they know they on messed up. They know they on not that. Fill them out with that love. Because I believe that the love that I have to give is going to do something powerful. And if you believe that the same way, and you keep telling, after you keep telling somebody over and over again that you love them, at some point they're going to believe it sooner or later.
That's right. That's good.
It might be later than sooner, but you keep telling somebody, I love you. I love you. Yeah, but I love you. I love you. I had a young lady that shared something with me about a month ago, and she been struggling ever since she was she's 50 now, and I think I shared this before, and she said she's been struggling with the cocaine since she was 16 years old, and she came to me. She said, "Am I going to die like this?" I said, "No, you will not die like this." Even though I know that she's still in the midst of that, I still reach out and tell her, I love you so much. God loves you so much. You will not, you cannot, you shall not die like this. Because that thing have her so broken and so like she can't live without it. But just how that thing have her, that making her feel that she can't live without that, I'm pouring in that love that she can't live without that. And I know at some point of time, it's going to flip itself over.
That's good.
And that's how we have to be. Go ahead, sweetheart.
Wow. No, I was just thinking when you said that love is so strong. And I remember it was times in my life that I was broken. And when women showed me love, that was the thing that kept me coming back to the church, kept me coming back, in regards to places that I would go because of the love. It wasn't about how they look or how they dress. It was because they was imparting love. So when you said that, the power of love is so, we think so many times that it's just other things that's the power. But love, God, it's just a vehicle that will draw women to make them feel as if, hey, somebody cares.
Amen. Amen. You're so right, Angela. I mean, we need that. I don't believe that, I could be the woman that I am because of you women who continually tell me that you love me.
Yes.
And I believe it, but first I believe that I love me. And in order for me to understand that and believe that, then it causes me to live in that love.
Yes.
So I like that. Let me answer this question we have another question from Mother Akins. How you doing, Mother Akins? So glad that you're on here. I see your question here. I'm putting on my glasses so I can see it. It says, how do you respond to a woman who just don't like, even though where she went? Who don't like you, even though you respond to her in love? You know what, Mother Akins? I love that. I love a woman who don't like me. That's my challenge right there. Oh, baby. Woo-hoo-hoo. That's my challenge right there, sweetheart. I love it. Because what I end up doing, I end up continue to pray for her, first of all. And then I continue to love on her, whether I'm giving her gifts or whether I'm telling how beautiful she is. Because to be honest, Mother Akins, I know there's some women that don't love me and don't like me. Oh, I know you. Oh, yeah, I do. But you will never know I know you don't like me. You will never know it. But that's a challenge for all of us, because if your heart is not healed and your heart is not whole, it's going to be hard to do that. It'll be hard to do that. And I was in that situation because I was always questioning me. What's wrong with me? I think I'm pretty good. But when I got beyond that and stopped looking at me and began to look at her, because I know some women who is way up in age, sweetheart. They still is hard to love. I have a person, you gotta be careful, and this person is just so out mean and just so out whatever. But every opportunity that I get, I throw it towards her. And she don't respond. Matter of fact, I'm just waiting for her to say, stay out of my face. Don't say nothing to me ever again. Now, I don't know this woman and she don't know me. But because I know that she's dealing with something ain't got nothing to do with me, I'm not going to stop. I'm not going to stop. So, Mother Akins, I feel you. Those one right there, that's when you take it up a notch of loving them, whether they respond or not. You keep it going. You keep it going. All right, got another question?
Oh, good evening. I just have a comment, if that's
Comment.
okay. So when I think about love, I think of love is providing an unconditional source of supply to meet someone else's needs and finding joy in doing it. Wow. Pastor Larry Trice Jr. And so providing that love is important. When I think about as a child, what I didn't receive and how I'm so intentional about loving my children so that they have that foundation, because I've seen how those generational curses can destroy relationships. And so I'm so grateful for the conversation and the love and the fact that I know that God loves me, and so I'm able to give it back to someone else, especially the woman that doesn't like me, let alone love me.
Yeah.
I can still love her too.
That's
so
it.
thank you.
That's it. That's good. You want to respond to that?
Yeah, I just want to respond to Eldra's Jean Akins' question that she had. I think sometimes when we are put in positions and when people don't like us, I think it gives us an opportunity to see how we're going to react to that. Yeah. So if someone comes to us and they, despise us or look down upon us, and we do the same, and we begin to do the same thing back to them, I think God puts us in that position to say, it's some more work you need to do on yourself. Because like Lady was saying, when you are full of love and you're healed, you're not going to react in that way, because you're going to be able to understand that something is going on with that woman. And so when you are reacting to her in that way, God is always telling me, okay, it's some more work you need to do on yourself, Angela. And she was put in your life to show you that that's the area you need to be healed.
That is so good, Angela. I'm glad you shared that. That is so important, sweetheart. That God sometimes show ourselves through other people when it comes to love, and we have to recognize that. I remember the love is relationship. Love is a relationship, and I say that because I know that growing up as a young girl, my mother had seven of us, and she got married at a very, very young age. She had me when she was 16. She was married at 14, and so she already had two already. And so as we got older, as us girls got older, we noticed that my mother tried, she was pulling away. She was just being different. But I also knew that my mother and my grandmother didn't have a relationship. Now we're talking about love of a relationship. And so I could not quite understand that about that situation. And I say that because as I gotten older, I began to get bitter and angry with my mother because I wanted her to love me the way that I was loving her, unconditional, as Kendra was saying, unconditional. But I couldn't understand that. And so until I got with my mother, and I know it was hard for her to talk about it. And I had already moved here. I'm trying to think, was I married? I might have just got married a couple of years or whatever not. But we sat my mother down to have a conversation with her. Why are you treating us this way? We already knew she was treating us this way because of the way she didn't have a relationship with her mother. And so when my mother began to talk and she said, my grandmother despised her for being pregnant and made her get married. We never knew that. Never knew that. And when I heard that, Angela, God began to show me. You got to love that lady right where she's at. She might not change, but you can. You can. Because I knew as a woman getting older, a woman needs another woman in her life. She needs that stability. She needs that woman, that mother, whether she believe it or not. And I got to that point where I needed my mother. But I needed her to be a mother to love me unconditional. But she didn't know how to. So when I began to look at myself and begin to accept everything about her and where she was and what she said, that I saw myself now not arguing, not want to talk to her, just doing it, just loving her beyond. Then I began to see her change in a way, even though she didn't change. But in my eyes, in my heart, she changed. And before she passed, I believe it was Sylvia and Crystal up there, and my mother, she gonna say whatever she's saying. And we was out there, she was in there getting bathed, and she opened up the door and said something about, y'all need to quiet down. Y'all ain't got to be talking all that loud. And do you know that did not bother me? But that just let me see how much my love for her has grown. And I just told them all, shh. When it would have been other times, I would have said, now we ain't even, but I learned to love her right then and there. Not to know that my mother, within that month, will be taken away from here, Angela. And I said, I thank you, God. I thank you that you gave me that opportunity. Because now I'm at a peace in my heart that now I want her to be here. Not to take her from God, but know that, God, you did that for me. And that's how we have to be intentionally for other people.
I have to share on that right quick because I was the opposite of you. I didn't have a relationship with my mother. And when I would have my mother, when my mother would look at me, it was almost, she had hatred. And I didn't understand. Why are you looking at me like you hate me? And as I began to grow up and realize it wasn't that she hated me, she hated herself. Because I was a resemblance of her. And when you talked about, the relationship that would restore between you and your mother, I didn't get that opportunity. Right. My mother had passed, and I remember my sister coming to me and giving me a letter, and I have this in my book to this day, and she gave me a letter, and in there my mother she didn't understand. How can you birth a child into this world and them not come and see you, because my mother was dying. And so what I had to do for myself, when you talk about you had that opportunity, I didn't have that opportunity. And so I would say to any woman, if you have that opportunity and you know that you have a broken relationship with your mother, make that right. Whatever you need to do, because I know for me, I had to read a letter to get what you said that you got. I had to read a letter to my mother. Right. And just saying, I forgive you. Right. And so that does happen. And I think it's generational. Because if my mother didn't have a relationship with her mother, and so the relationship I wanted with my mother, I didn't have. Right. So I started thinking, you can't pour from an empty cup. She was only able to give me what she had. Right. And that's how I got my forgiveness. Right, and that's how, that is good, sweetheart. Like you said, you have to, because when my sister got married and she started having children, she had girls. And then
my other sister, my youngest sister on me started having girl, and we all got together, me and my sisters, and we talked about this. We said, listen, we got to break this, because if we doesn't have this with our mother, then we got all these daughters. It's going to try to play a part in with our daughters. And I tell you the truth, I noticed that when Lorraine was growing up, and she was 6 years old, and I began to have resentment towards her for that. And I remember sitting her down and telling her, listen, I need you to tell me when I'm doing this again, when I'm yelling at you for just yelling at you for whatever not. And I remember her telling me, Mother, I can't talk back to you. I said, no, baby, you're not talking back to me. You're helping me. And I began to explain to her, I said, because if we don't get this right, because my grandmother, she's gone. Her and her mother, my mother didn't have a relationship. And I said, it started to affect me and my sister with my mother. I said, it's going to do the exact same thing with me and you. So we going to break this. And so me and my sister had a covenant with our daughters and saying this will not happen. And all of them have a great relationship with their daughter. So that is very, very important. So that is so good. Go ahead, Sylvia. Sylvia, have a question. I'm sorry, I have to stand in long. Go ahead, sweetheart.
It was more the comment.
Comment, okay.
Yeah, I wanted to say what Eldridge Aiken has said about someone not liking you.
Okay.
But, it may not be the point where, that they may not like you. Right. It could be something that someone have told them about you, and they, and it could be that they got a stigmatism against you because of what they heard that someone else told them, and they fed them poison inside of them.
That is so true. But you know what? Love know how to beat that down.
That's so good.
Before you go share that with someone else, you go to the person. And that's how love can shut that down. And then it won't go no further or whatever not. I thank God that I have women in my life that if I have a situation with something, that they can come to me and talk to me about it, whether I like it or not, or I can go and talk to them whether I like it or not, instead of going around the bends and doing like this and that and round the roller coaster, because everybody's going to have their own story. Everybody's going to add on to your book. And then before you get to the end of the chapter, it'll be so out loose and so outrageous, you'd be like, what? How did that? So love know how to stop that. Love how to change that. Listen, ladies, we have about 10 more minutes. So if there's something more in the chat that you want to put in the chat, go ahead. I'm looking at it. I think I'm looking at the same thing that's on chat. But this is so good. This is so good. Listen, ladies, I want to make sure that you all get your young daughters on this. I like that. I want you to get your daughters in, because them young girls, they gonna ask questions. I love them, and they don't hold their tongues. Okay, they don't hold them tongues. So get them involved. I mean, let them know that the Girls of Royalty is right here. We're right here with them, and you can put it in the chat. Yeah, you can put it in the chat that we want the younger girls on there. I see your daughter. I see you, Lorraine. Yes. Look at that. Oh, that little girl is so cute. Put that picture. My daughter just sent me a picture of this little girl. She got a little hand on her hip like, yeah, I'm carrying it. I love that. Can y'all got that? Can I put that picture on there? Who do I send that to? Angie, I don't know how to send that. I'm going to send that to you, Angie. Can you send that to media? Because I don't know how to do all that stuff. But that little girl is so cute. I'm telling you, I'm sending it to you right now, this little picture. She's a girls of royalty, like, I'm carrying it. Yeah, she's carrying it. Did I send it to you? You ain't got it yet? Let me send it to you. I'm going to learn this. That's why I said I need them. And so, let's see, Robinson, Lady Love grows and there is a return. I'm sorry, Robin. I'm trying to read it along this. Let me put my glasses on, sweetie. I want to see what you're saying there. I see you. I see you. How are you feeling, Robin? Are you feeling better, sweetie? I hope you're feeling better. Let's see what she said. Lady loves grow and there is a return. Oh, okay. Explain that, Robin. Can you explain that one to me, sweetie? Lady loves grow and there is a return. Love, oh, she probably saying, lady, love growth, and there is a return. Yes, there is. There is a return. I am recovering. Okay, good. You're recovering. I'm glad to hear that you are recovering, sweetheart. I'm glad you are recovering. I'm glad you are recovering. And so, did they get that? Media, did y'all get that picture of that? They're working on the line. I sent it to media. She sent it to media. Oh, my daughter Alicia. Thank you, baby. She said she sent it to media. That's her. That's her. While I'm talking about my daughter Alicia, as you see the mannequins in the back of us, in back of me, you got Girls of Royalty T-shirts, and then you have the Leading Ladies of Virtue T-shirts. And Crystal, can you turn those around so they can see what's in the back of them? I'm gonna have Crystal come up here and turn them around so you can see what's in back of them. I love that. And so you can order your T-shirts at The Love Company at www.theloveandcompany.com/store and 2-TOD. You can pre-order your T-shirts. They're $24. They're $24. So yeah, put those in. That's for the girls of royalties and the the girls of royalties and the ladies of virtue. You can turn back around, Crystal. I just wanted you to see what's in the back of them. Let's see, they are nice T-shirts, and so go ahead and pre-order, because what we want to do is, ladies and girls, when we go out together, because we're gonna have another outing somewhere. I like to go go-kart riding. It's what I like to do. Maybe go-kart riding. I tried to go-kart ride with my other girls, and we didn't. We're gonna get an inside. So in that case, it rains. It rain. We ain't got to worry about postponing it. But we want to wear our T-shirts when we go out, and then we might want to we're gonna do a movie night. We're gonna go see a movie. We're going to see a movie night, but we're going to have our T-shirts on. And then whenever a woman come up to us, we're going to give them the web and say, listen, you can order this T-shirt too. So they can represent all around, because this is global. This ain't just for Tabernacle of David. It's for global as well. It's for global as well. So we are all excited about that. What we're doing here and what Angela's doing with the Hearts to Heart. I'm like I said, it's such an honor that she's here tonight. And like I say, I've seen her growth. I've seen her walk in her wherever she's at. I love it every time I get a chance to get in her face, and I'm like, okay, I'm liking what I see. I'll tell her husband, I'll say, yeah. I like that, because she's comfortable in her skin. She's loving her, and she cannot be able to do what she's doing if she's not comfortable in loving her own self. And so I really, esteem her. I really lift her up for that, and that's just such an honor, Angela, that you're there. I mean, we, like I said, we've been close with one another for a while, and I know what you had to go through, and I've seen the fire, but I like the results. Coming out pure gold. That's what I'm saying. And just know this, lady, all of you all can be like that. What do you say? What you say? Sylvia said, are they drift? Alicia, are they dry fit? Okay, they're dry fit. See, that's what happens when you try to read things without your glasses. Are you a drifter? Well, listen, if you are a drifter, you are welcome to the Love Corner. We taking in drifters too. We take drifters in, and whoever you are. They are only, what is it saying, Angela? Put your mic, put it up to your mic.
It says they are only available in white for now. Make out, I can't even see that.
You can't see that?
Made out of polyester material.
Polyester. And they are certain T-shirts that we have to order. It's because of the print that's on the back, the Love Company logo. And I love that logo. You just flip that corner. Show that logo. Put that back up on online. Show that logo, the Love Corner. You ever figured you need some love? All you got to do is flip that love over there, and you come out, you in that corner. Get in that corner and flip that love up. That's what I'm talking about. Y'all put that up. You put that on the screen again. Put that flyer up on the screen. That symbol of the Love Corner for me, darling, up there. Put it on there. I love that. But we have to my daughter let me know that those shirts, they're out of stock right now. And so you just can't get them anywhere. It's because of that print. It's because of that logo. That you got that up there, Elaine? It froze up on you. But anyway, but yeah, so that's why we're having you to pre-order those. These girls, Crystal, can you do me one more favor? Can you bring the girls, just slide them up around there and let them see how stylish they is. Let them see how stylish they is. They just ain't wearing these T-shirts. So if you want to be stylish like the girls, you can be stylish. Yeah, put it up there so they can see the whole. Can you see that? Yeah, put it right there. Well, bring it over a little bit more. No, we're gonna move it back. We're almost done. There you go. Put the Lady of Virtue up there. See how stylish. Can you see the leggings? Regine, you might gonna have to come down and move the camera back so they can see how cute she is. See how cute you can be. You got your leggings, you got your little scarf to put it on your little hip. I'm sorry, the girls of royalty. The ladies, is that the ladies of royalty? They got their arms behind them. That's what they do. They really got them on the hips. We're going to get some arms for them and put the arms on the hips. Put them on the hips. But that's what it is. You can move them. Yeah. So you know, get your shirts, pre-order them, and we'll get them to you as soon as they come in. So listen, ladies, I'm glad that you tuned in. This is our first one. I know it is, and like I said, it's going to continue, and we're going to have a special announcement for you at this time. Where you at, Vern? She's on the camera. Okay, here she come. Vern's going to come, but listen, ladies, we love you. Girls, we love you. We are here for you. We gave you the numbers to where you can contact us to get in touch with us if you need to do, a private meeting with myself. You got the church number and the extension. You can leave it on there. Kim will reach back out to you. I'm there to make myself available to you all, and because we're going to walk this corner together because we in the love corner. I love y'all. Stay tuned for a quick commercial. Y'all supposed to put a flyer up there so we can transition out. Baron.
Amen. Hello. Hello, everyone. I'm just here to kind of close this out. So just want to thank everyone for joining us tonight. Thank you for, being here this evening in the Love Corner. I hope you received a refreshing word, an encouraging word about love and about loving ourselves and loving each other and just kind of growing in that. So thank you for being here for our launch night. This is our first of many. So yes, we're looking forward to just more time sharing and being with one another as women and young ladies and girls and just encouraging each other here. So yes, we will be here every first Friday of the month, same place, same time. So tune in every first Friday. Additionally, Lady Lene'a is going to be relaunching her blog, which is super exciting. Yes, she always has a good word from her heart on there, and so she will be sharing at least once a month, potentially more times, just depending on how much more good stuff God puts on her heart. So go to the Tabernacle of David website at todc.org, and then if you go to the tab that says Our Pastor, and then underneath that you'll see, Pastor, and then From Lady with Love. So if you click on that link, you'll see all of her previous posts, and you can catch a word. Even though it's old, it's still fresh. So you can go read those old ones, and then Lady Lene'a will begin posting some new ones in the future as well. So yes, in our close, thank you for being here. Thank you for participating in the chat, and for those of us who came out in person, thank you for being here. And lead in love, ladies. We'll see you next time.
inside. I gave you my life. I need you to soften my heart and break me apart. I need you to pierce through the dark and cleanse every part of me. And all I am, I surrender. Give me faith, trust what you say, that you're good and your love is great. I'm broken inside. I give you my life. It's all yours. Oh. I may be weak, but your spirit's strong in me, and my flesh may fail, but my God, you never will. I may be weak, but your spirit is strong in me, and my flesh may fail, but my God, you never will. I may be weak, but your spirit's strong in me, and my flesh may fail, but my God, you never will. And I may be weak, yeah, but your spirit is strong in me. My flesh may fail, but my God, you never will. My God, you never will. You'll never fail me. My God, you never will. My plans may fail, but I know. My God, you never will. Men may fail me, but I know. My God, you never will. You're the good, good Father. It's who you are. It's who you are. Yes, it's who you are. Your name is holy. Your name is righteous. Yeah. You're my strong tower. You're my provider. Oh. I'll worship you always. I'll bless your name always. 'Cause you kept me when nobody else would. Oh, yeah. So I love you, Lord. Ooh, and forever I will sing it. Forever I will sing. Holy, holy, yeah. Are you Lord God Almighty? Worthy is the Lamb. Worthy is the Lamb. You are holy. Holy, yes. Are you Lord God Almighty? Worthy is the Lamb. Worthy is the Lamb. You are holy, yeah. Holy, holy, yes. Holy, and mighty is the Lamb. Strong is the Lamb. Holy is the Lamb. Oh, strong tower is the Lamb. Yeah, I bless your name. Oh.
I know this feeling. Felt it before, but this time I'm secure in your arms. It's good.